The recess has ended. Good morning. I'll call this regular session of the Grant County Commissioners to order. It's Monday, December the 1st, 2025. The prayer will be led by Commissioner Poling with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Stewart. If you would, stand, please.
Lord Jesus, we come to you this day. We ask you to guide us in the county's business, protect the United States. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Please face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll move on to the approval of claims. We have checks dated 11/24/25. Pre-approval was given 11/24/25. The general, $298,180.32. Other, $363,501.79. Highway, $43,856.67. A grand total, $705,538.78. Is there a motion for ratification?
Mr. President, I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve claims dated 11/24/25. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. We have current claims, checks dated 12/1/2025. General fund, $407,532.37. Other, $793,799.96. The highway, $8,815.41. A grand total of $1,210,147.74. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the checks that are dated 12/1/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, it's the same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to payroll number 24. Pre-approval was given 11/18/2025. The pay date was 11/21/25. The gross amount was $718,204.30. Is there a motion for approval, ratification for the approval for payroll number 24?
I'll make a motion that we approve payroll number 24.
Second.
Motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve payroll number 24. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to minutes. We have minutes from the special joint session between the Grant County Council and the Grant County Commissioners dated October the 14th, 2025. Are there any corrections to those minutes? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
Mr. President, I read over the minutes. I see they look okay to me. I didn't see any corrections. I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from October 14th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the minutes dated October the 14th, 2025, special joint session. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I believe we have minutes from the regular session of a Grant County Commissioners meeting, October the 20th, October the 20th, 2025.
Mr. President, I've reviewed these. I see no corrections or anything needs changed. I'll make a motion that we approve the regular session for October 20th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the October 20th, 2025 minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to the minutes, County Commissioner meeting minutes from the regular session of November the 3rd, 2025.
I was not in attendance for that, so I'm going to abstain from this vote.
Yeah, I looked it over. Everything looks okay to me. So I'll make a motion to pass the minutes for November 3rd, 2025.
I'll second that. I have a motion from Commissioner Pulling, a second from myself to approve the regular session minutes of the November the 3rd, 2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. No, one abstention for Commissioner Stewart. We have received the form number 46 CR from the clerk. It's month end October 2025. Just for the record note, we received it. We also have received the monthly balance between the auditor and treasurer, month ending June the 30th, 2024. Month ending July 31st, 2024. Month ending August 31st, 2024. Ending September the 30th, 2024. Ending October the 31st, 2024. Ending November the 30th, 2024, ending December the 31st, 2024, and ending January 31st, 2025. Note those as received as well. We also, we received this as well?
Yes.
We also have received the county treasurer's monthly report, which is required by IC code 36-2-10-16 and IC 5-13. We've received June the 24th of 25. We received July the 24th of 25. August the 24th of 25, September the 24th of 25.
These are the same
Same.
reports that go with
Okay,
the other
they're just
together.
attached
Yeah.
to these. That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering. So we've received all the same reports, same dates. Do we have any other monthly reports to receive in? I think we're good. We'll move on to item number 6, communications or board updates. Any elected officials, boards or special committees that'd like to give the commissioners any updates? We'll move on to the EMA report. Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kind of a rough weekend, but we came through. First big winter storm of the season. We did have some issues we was able to overcome. Interstate 69, absolute disaster at times. But we came through all that okay. We do, however, remain under travel advisory, which is yellow for the county. We have some additional storms or snow predicted for this evening, tonight through probably early tomorrow morning. So I think at this point we're going to keep the advisory on until we get through that. And then as normal, we will coordinate with the highway department and the sheriff's department. When the roads look like they're good, we can release that. So, that's all I have for right now. However, I will say the winter storm plan that we have, I'll issue a new sign sheet for the current commissioners to approve that, and we get a chance to look at it. We can do that the next meeting or whenever you're ready. So.
I appreciate all your work this weekend for sure, and everyone throughout the county. Just something to think about. I-69, it's a major, thoroughfare through our county, right? Is there any way, I know, was it 259, 248, where the road runs downhill and then it turns and creates that ice patch, right?
Yes.
I wonder if there's any way, at our county, if we could put up, in the cities where they got, hey, slow down, or if we could petition our state legislators to put something up to just get people to slow down when they get to that area.
Sure. We've had several conversations with NDOT about that. Kevin Hicks and I both have talked to them about information boards that we could put up. That's an NDOT thing, has to go through engineering, and of course, there's cost involved and all that, but absolutely, that would be, we've talked several times with them about that. The other thing too is, we don't send people down our county roads when we close the interstate. They choose to go there on their own. We try to discourage that, but 600 East was an absolute mess Saturday afternoon, and it's a wonder we didn't have more accidents out there. But there again, we've worked with NDOT trying to get some detour signage when we do have to close the interstate to try to reroute them on the state routes. Doesn't help when Upland, the bridge is still closed in Upland either, but.
I know like an information board would kind of be interesting. I don't know if it would, have any positive impact
The
on.
next closest one is in Fort Wayne, Fort Wayne.
So yes, there's one southbound just south of Fort Wayne, and then northbound just north of Daleville. So you've got most of Delaware County, all of Huntington County, southern Allen Falls County that don't have it. Yeah, we're actively trying to get that.
Well, I appreciate your work on that.
Yep. If
If there's anything we can do,
we'll work on that from that angle.
And we put a bigger sign up like on the county side, taller. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just a matter of paying for it. I mean, things are crazy expensive. But we'll keep working on it.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for all your
Thank you.
hard work, keeping us informed.
You're welcome.
We'll move on to item number 8, Central Dispatch Report, Mr. Hicks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For staffing, we have 17 full-time dispatchers. We have one opening. We're working to get that filled. I received 3 applications last week, and I'm expecting another one yet today for potential rehire maybe. And we've got 3 in training, all are progressing well. In fact, several of them had their first Indiana snowstorm this past weekend. So one of our trainees was from Florida, worked her first snowstorm, so she was excited about that. I asked her if she regretted moving north, and she said no, so there you go. For our stats, last month, we handled 10,184 calls. 30 of those were from 911 landlines. 2,100 were cell phones. 147 were voice over IP. We had 1 teletype, and there were 38 that the system didn't know what they were, where they were coming from. So we had 2,318 911 calls last month complete. We had 8,500 police calls that dispatched, 991 EMS calls, 634 fire calls, and our staff processed 568 911 calls, hang-ups, and that kind of stuff, for a total of 10,708 calls for service. Do you have any questions?
Did you say you were looking at a rehire? Okay, so somebody that's worked with you previously.
Yeah.
Now, again, we appreciate your staff's work as the heart of the county, and good job.
I came in on Saturday and worked about 5 hours with them, helping answer phone calls, call to trucks, and that kind of stuff, so they can focus on the bigger picture.
Kevin also does, just FYI, on Facebook, him and I's friends, he does a good job of updating the weather situations also on his personal page. So good job on that. I found myself wondering what was going on. I actually kind of went to his page a couple times.
So
So
there'll be a post coming here in a few minutes.
you thank me when you get 50 friend requests here.
We'll move on to item number 9, the IT report, Mr. Elliott.
I don't have anything, unless you gentlemen have any questions for me, or?
I don't. Thank you.
Yep.
We'll move on to the Highway Department report. Mr. White.
I think I have one more to just sign that.
Did you have a nice relaxing weekend?
Oh, yeah. So update you on a few projects. We were putting stone down last Wednesday for 3 miles, and then Friday, 3 or 4 of us came in, installed sanders and plows and everything else. We had the other half of the fleet ready for the weekend. And the last 2 days, we've been out pretty much 10, 12-hour days trying to get stuff cleared up and opened up. So still working on that today. And I guess like we're getting ready for another one tonight kind of thing. So I'm working on that. So we did get 2 more miles done out on County Road 300 North, between 1,000 East and 1,200 East. We got that paved. And then we got 1 layer of asphalt on 125 North from State Road 5 back towards 800 East. I don't know if we'll get the 2nd layer on this year. It might be a spring repair job kind of thing. So we're working on that, trying to figure out what we can and can't do on that. So I do have some prices for the dump truck body beds. We ordered the chassis a month ago, and I got some prices. One price is from Monroe Equipment. Per chassis, it's $119,262. And this covers the bed, hydraulic system, sander, plow hitch, and installation and all that. And then I have another price from W.A. Jones for $113,102. So I'd like to recommend that we use W.A. Jones for that. Sorry, it's you gentlemen. So
And that's for how many?
4 chassis that we ordered. Yes.
You have the funds for this
This'll
year
be,
or next year?
It'll be for next
Next
year,
year.
2026. So,
Are there any questions or comments?
I don't think so. You looking for a motion?
I would.
I'll make that motion.
Second. I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to allow Mr. White to proceed with the purchase of 4 truck chassis from W.A. Jones.
the body.
The bodies, I mean,
Yes.
well, not truck chassis, you already bought those.
Yeah, we already bought that.
So it'd be beds and plows and
Yes.
Brothers.
spreaders too?
Mhm.
New spread.
All the hydraulic systems and all that.
From W.A. Jones. Is there any other questions or comments?
Sir?
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Well, I have.
Good job, by the way. I mean, I know I didn't receive any complaints. I actually received a couple compliments.
Yeah,
So,
well, and I have to say, we've got 4 brand new drivers that we're trying to train. So I've used 4 of my veterans to go with them, so they're training them. So it's kind of time consuming because basically you got 4 guys riding with 4 other guys kind of thing. But once we get them trained, then they'll be on their own, and they're kind of starting a little bit during the daylight. At nighttime, there's no way I can let them go, so.
okay, now we appreciate all your work and your men's work, so good job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll move on to the health department.
Hello. I don't have anything new. I just wanted to take this opportunity to shout out of appreciation to Quality Care Ambulance. We had the food distribution on the 20th, served 266 families, distributed 2 boxes to each family, a box of fresh produce and shelf-stable goods. Quality Care let us use their lot down here at 8th and Adams. Their staff is very accommodating. They even pitched in and helped load boxes.
Awesome.
532 boxes distributed in less than 2 hours. So just wanted to voice our appreciation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. We'll move on to item number 12, Veteran Service Office. See here. Okay, we'll move on to old business. Township Trustee MOU, Mr. Harker.
Yes, we have prepared an MOU for issuing an email address to township trustees. And I believe it's been provided, and Deaconess Kane has responded, requesting an additional 2 emails. So And she did provide naming conventions for those email addresses.
Yeah, I did see her response. Obviously, the Board of Commissioners is fine with the one official for each township, designating the township name. Obviously, I don't speak for the other commissioners, but I know, given that Center Township is the largest township, their work's a little more in-depth compared to the other townships. So I know this MOU don't show the 3 additional.
I could revise that accordingly.
I think if we was to revise it, just for Center Township
Sure.
specifically, and just have it attached.
I'll specify in the ordinance, what I can do is specify the exact name for each of the emails that will be given and to who, if that's acceptable. Ms. Kane, is that okay with you? If we provide the actual naming in the MOU?
Yeah, and
Okay.
having the separate emails,
Yeah.
not by name, will help as if I'm not in there. We still will have the 3 staff and they can continue to,
We'll
that
specify
email.
that.
That'd be
We'll
great.
specify that.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah, I'd personally be okay with that, just given the nature of Center Township's work, as long as, as it's clear in the ordinance.
Yeah.
If that's something that
Okay.
these gentlemen would be okay with as well.
Yep. All right, I'll revise that for the next meeting.
So we're not gonna take any action on that. We'll move on. Is there any other old business from the members? We'll move on to the first item under new business, the EMS phone contract.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I don't have a paper to give you because I left it at the office. I got a quote from AT&T. We're currently on Verizon. We have a cell phone on each ambulance. That's mandatory, secondary type of communications. We have tablets on the ambulances for charting and signature capture. And then our supervisors have tablets for supervising and helping out the volunteers and the part-time people. AT&T gave me a quote. All in all, wish list would be about $40 more per month. That's upgrading the current tracking system we have on our ambulances to their high-end service that not only tracks the ambulances, it tells you when they're speeding, it tells you if they do a hard stop, if they do a fast turn. It also helps with maintenance. It keeps the mileage and alerts you when it's an oil change or something's wrong. That's the high-end one. This also includes the push-to-talk, which I know on the policy board we've been talking about. Kevin, do you have your device with you?
I do not.
It's it looks like a cell phone. I mean, it can behave as a cell phone, and you can use it as radio. So we're looking at 5 of those. So that would be new. The tracking part goes a little bit higher. The tablets and the smartphones would all be less than what we're paying now. Plus, I have to be honest with you, the cost of the cell phones and the tablets are much less with AT&T. We just upgraded last year to a 14, Peyton? 14. And they were $35 a piece. That's no big deal, but they're 14s. These are 99 cents a piece. The tablets that we use are Apple products, and they're $350. With AT&T, they're $200. And then these little devices that I was talking about that act as a radio and replace the big radio you carry, they're 99 cents as well. So I can send you this quote. I'm just needing to know if I can go ahead and start this transition. If you want the quote first, or if you want more specific numbers or specific details, just say, and I can take care of that.
Are you thinking you want to start like the first of the year, or? or just
It'll
whatever?
be a rough transition, to be
Yeah,
honest with
sure.
you, Shane. They will send techs though to do it for us and help us through it. We've never had that before. You've ever changed one cell phone, it's, you wanna pull your hair out, and we have 14 to change, and the tablets too. Now, we have a lot of security on them, and that's nice. We can use the parental controls to stop things from being done.
So overall, what do you think when it's all said and done, where are you gonna stand financially? The dollars?
It'd be, if I get this wish list with the higher end tracking, is $40 more per month for everything.
Total, not per line. Just
Total.
40 total.
Yeah. They are gonna give us about a $1,500 credit on our current cell phones. They do recommend upgrading those. They don't recommend our tablets. They say they're fine. The 14s are a little old. 1,500 would be spread out for the next 2 years, so we wouldn't see an increase in the bill for 2 years anyway.
I know, the sheriff's department and, I'm drawing a blank on what that system's called.
It's rapid response through FirstNet.
Okay, and so that's the devices for rapid response?
Yes.
Why wouldn't they just be an app like on that phone?
So that is an option, but you get kind of hinky with putting the app on a personal device.
So like I wouldn't want to put the app on my phone.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the device, but the app can go on all of the truck phones for a secondary radio. That makes sense.
Yeah, so, okay, so how many of the extra, the wish list, how many of those would you purchase, I guess?
5.
5 of those?
One for each supervisor, one for Daryl.
Okay.
They're the ones who do all the radio traffic anyway. Was there anything else?
I don't think so.
AT&T's coverage in this county is superior. We have really sketchy service, especially on the west side of the county, and we always have.
And this would be through the county's AT&T plan?
Yes, they'll fall
Yeah.
under the commissioners.
Okay.
Yeah, we would FirstNet, we have, what's Verizon's called?
Frontline.
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 We have that on the ambulance phones, but that's all. That would include that. And then you just get priority. Everybody knows how that works. Now you just get priority. I think I noticed it this weekend. First responders getting priority over my internet service.
No, I don't require any more information. Mr. Harker, do you need any more information? If we're gonna switch. Okay. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts?
I defer to the experts if they believe that's what they need to operate a little bit better.
There's no real contract anymore. I mean, there's agreements, but there's no penalties for stopping early if something wasn't like they said it was. So it's really a no-brainer.
$40 a month is minuscule.
Commissioners need to make a motion to authorize the change.
Just to go ahead.
And then you would bring back something from AT&T?
Sure.
It would just be adding it to our existing account that we already have. There's nothing new.
I could see crossover bills with ending Verizon and picking up AT&T, but I don't think that'll be too big of a deal.
Currently, are you paying for your Verizon from your funds or commissioner funds?
Mine.
Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. I get a cell phone bill, I get a tablet bill, and I get a tracking bill. And they're never the same every month, no matter what we do. And this I can really, and I know Kevin can help me do that. We can really track each individual account and just, well, they also, the ambulance iPads share 1 gigabyte of data per month. That's not cutting it. They would have unlimited on the AT&T plan.
Marcus, do you need anything?
No, like I said, they would just be adding it onto the county accounts. That would, give us access to be able to help them manage it and all that good stuff.
You said there is a contract that we have to enter into?
It's not really a contract, he called it an agreement, but there's no penalty for if you stop, if you cut ties with them.
I kind of like for Mr. Harker just to review that agreement, but I'd say go ahead and make a motion to approve
I can do that.
pending Mr. Harker's approval.
Yeah, pending review of anything that I may need to review. I may not have to do anything. Yeah, I'm hoping it's as simple as Mr. Hicks indicated, that I just add, but if so, then I'll take a look.
Did you second that?
Yes.
Okay, I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve EMS to proceed with AT&T further coverage carriers for the ambulances. And if there's anything for Mr. Harker to approve, to give him the authority to do so. Any other questions or comments from the members?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to item number 2 under new business, Community Foundation Fund Agreement. Mr. Bookout is here.
Yeah. Good morning, Commissioner. Brad Bookout with Augusta Consulting. Attorney Harker had recommended that I visit with the Community Foundation regarding the establishment of an account, basically a contribution fund account that donors can contribute to. We met with Dawn Brown, she was very receptive and agreed that they would be willing to establish a fund for donors to contribute to assist with economic development. Of course, there's nothing there now, but it's an opportunity for people, if they want to do year-end tax planning purposes, to contribute to this. Of course, we don't want to always use tax dollars, in the instances of travel or marketing or, different types of attraction where there could be an opportunity to utilize private dollars to do that. So that's what this is. It's the establishment of that fund at the Community Foundation. It would be a fund for the county. And I believe Attorney Harker's had an opportunity to look over that agreement.
I have. It's ready to be approved.
Happy to answer any questions you have.
I think this is a great opportunity for Grant County, and especially when it comes to economic development, in partnership with the Community Foundation. And being as this is a pass-through, obviously, like you said, gets that tax benefit if so needed. And obviously, serving on the EDC, any travel, marketing, you mentioned, this could save the county dollars, and I think it makes sense. And so we just need a motion to approve this.
Correct.
Doesn't cost you anything to do, just an entity for people who want to contribute to fund.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we approve the Community Foundation Fund Agreement as presented by Mr. Bookout.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the designated pass-through fund agreement between the Community Foundation of Grant County, Indiana, and the Grant County Commissioners. Are there any other questions or comments? I'll go ahead and open it up for public comment. Come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. Not seeing any. Any other questions or comments from the members?
No, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. We'll move on to item number 3 under new business. We're not quite ready to make appointments to those boards yet, so I'd entertain a motion to table.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to table the board appointments 2026 for the APC-BZA. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 4 under new business, the Nexus contract. We need a motion for approval as a vendor. Mr. Harker?
Yes, the last meeting, We received one bid pursuant to the assessor's request for bids. And we took the bid under advisement. And so now we need to have a motion to approve that bid, and then the vendor will send us a formal contract.
So we need a motion for approval of the bid. That way that Nexus could send us the contract for review. Do you gentlemen have any questions?
How much was the bid?
So this is for reassessment. It's a 2026 to 2030 reassessment related services. It says annual trending ratio study of all property classes and all related duties. Includes sale validation as requested, $120,000. Field reviews of all partials and specific property classes included in all rural assessments, reports, and equalization studies, $140,000. New construction for all parcels, including data entry as applicable, $100,000. Unlimited appeals support, including preliminary hearings, Peterborough, and state school continuing courses. Total contract cost, $360,000. Annual total, $90,000. And it says we'll never charge any overage if any partial counts as reassessment or new construction work goes beyond the estimated counts contained herein, nor do we charge any fees for appeal support.
Well, you need this.
So we just, what's it for? It's for reassessment.
So what, you're bringing in another company to help them reassess?
This is from the assessor's office.
Ms. Rose, could you come up and address this for us?
Ms. Savish, yes. I will.
So this is the same vendor that we've used through the assessor's office. The contract is up every 4 years. So they were the only ones that put the bid in. So they do all of our commercial work. We have unlimited lawyer. If like with Peterborough happening tomorrow and Wednesday, they come in and represent us through and help us get through appeal process and all the parcels that taxpayers have an issue with.
So it's who you've used in the past, you're just
It's who we used for 32 years.
renewing the contract.
Correct, yeah.
You might not know this, was there a big increase in the price this time?
I want to say it was 32,000 because I do the claims, but I can get that information for you if you like and email it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve that contract as presented.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the Nexus contract as a vendor. And then that way they can send the contract for Mr. Harper's approval. Are there any other questions or comments from the members?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 5 on our new business, a cleaning contract. Mr. Harker?
I believe that's.
Oh, okay. So, in order to proceed with quoting out the cleaning contract, we'll have to give notice to our current cleaning provider. And so Mr. Harker will draft up a formal notice to that contractor. And then the county can, since it's service work, we can receive quotes, and the administrative executive and I will put together a document that says, hey, this is what needs to be cleaned and how often and that type of thing. And so we're just needing to approve that notice to the cleaning contractor that we currently have, correct?
So moved.
Second. I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to give the current cleaning contractor a notice that we will be effectively quoting out the cleaning contract for 2026. Are there any other questions or comments from the members? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to the current December holiday hours. It's come to the Commissioner's attention that the 26th of December, the day after Christmas, falls on a Friday. And it's one of those days that the day after Christmas, a Friday, probably not a lot of work's going to get done in county government, in my opinion, maybe a few offices. And so I think I would propose that we specifically add the December the 26th, additional day to the Christmas holiday for the 2025 schedule. Do you have any questions or comments?
Mr. President, we have a great group of employees that work for our county, and to me, this is just a small token, just a small way of showing our appreciation for them, giving them that day. So if the chair is ready for a motion, I'll make a motion that we approve December 26th, 2025 as an additional holiday day, if I worded that correct.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to approve December the 26th as an additional holiday for the 2025 year. Are there any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And so we need to give notice, obviously, for that action. And so item number 7, new business, Commissioners 2026 meeting schedule. So I'll go ahead and just read them real quick. That way they're in the record. Sure. This is Commissioners meetings for 2026, Monday, January the 5th, February the 2nd, March the 2nd, April the 6th, May the 4th, June the 1st, oh here, I'm on back up. January the 5th and January the 20th, February the 2nd, February the 17th, March the 2nd, March the 16th, April the 6th, April the 20th, May the 4th, May the 18th, June the 1st, June the 15th, July the 6th, July the 20th, August the 3rd, August the 17th. In September, we're going to move to the 8th because of Labor Day, September the 21st, Monday, October the 5th, October the 19th, November the 2nd, November the 16th, December the 7th, and December the 21st. You gentlemen have any changes you would like to make? If not, I entertain a motion for approval. That way we can go ahead and notify the Chronicle and the other media outlets of our meeting dates.
Mr. President, looks good to me. I'm going to make a motion that we approve commissioner meetings for 2026 as you just presented.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to approve the commissioner meeting dates for 2026. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I do have one item I'd like to add to new business, item number 8. I'd like to have permission to be able to gather some quotes. Obviously, in the Commissioner's CCD fund, we have a vehicle line item, and we do have an aging fleet within some departments as well as Commissioners. I'd like permission to be able to get some quotes for a small 4-wheel drive vehicle. And then I'll bring them back to the next December meeting. Do you have any questions or comments regarding that request?
You need a motion?
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
I I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to allow the commissioners to go out and get some quotes for some vehicles. Drives. Are there any other questions or comments from the members? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Do you gentlemen have any other new business you'd like to bring forth? No, sir. We'll move on to the public comment portion. If you'd like to make a public comment, come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and we'll allow a couple minutes. Not seeing anybody move. Our next regular commissioners meeting will be Monday, December the 15th at 10. And then we do have an RDC meeting, a redevelopment commissioner meeting today at noon in this same area as well. We'll be in recess until December the 15th. Thank you.